Okay, hello YouTube, good evening. My name is Andrea. I will be the host on this immersion. Actually, I am replacing Marcos and I have with me Anderson. We are going to discuss about the art of decision making, how to make choices with confidence and clarity, okay? So this is the topic for this night. But before, let me explain a little how Talk and Talk works. Maybe are people watching us on YouTube and don't know about this platform, so it will be a great opportunity to know a little, okay? So basically, Talk and Talk is a place where you can practice some language such as English, Spanish, Italian, French, German. This is not a class. I am not a teacher. I am a student as well. Okay, I am here to improve myself as Anderson. So I always say that you don't need to be afraid of making mistakes because we are in a safe place to do it. Here, no one will judge you or correct you, but make sure that everybody that participates on Talk and Talk is going to learn a lot because we learn by practicing, okay? And in my opinion, it's the best way to improve. Okay, basically that's it. If you want to know more about our project, please go to our website talkandtalk.com.br and there you will find more information. So we always start the conversation here in the platform by the self-introduction. So Anderson, please could you start?
Yes. Uh, Hi, I'm Anderson. I I am 30 years old. Um, my hometown is Goiânia, Pernambuco, but currently I live in São Raimundo Nonato. So São Raimundo Nonato is the city of Piauí State. I I am a cloud engineer. I work in a IT area. Uh, in Talk on Talk, I am study for Talk on Talk for 4 months. 4 months. I want to increase my English level because my work, uh, because in the future I will get international opportunities. In my free time, I, I I like to practice physical exercise. In the last year, for example, I ran at 3 half marathon.
Wow, it's
Yes,
amazing.
yes. I I love to run. I love uh, to play football. That's it. That's it about me.
Nice, Anderson. I really want to put some exercises in my life, but it's really difficult. I don't have the motivation to wake up early to go to the beach, for example, to walk or even to run, but I really need it because I don't know if you feel the same when we are getting older. Our body, I don't know, it's not the same, so I'm feeling that and I need to practice something. And I don't want to go to the gym because I don't like going to the gym. I think it's not so good environment. Maybe people are judging me about my body, about this kind of thoughts.
Yes, yeah.
I know that it's not all the places, but I feel like that. But maybe this year it's already we are almost in the middle of the year, and I didn't start. Maybe I will postpone it again for the next year, but it's a plan that I have to do in my life. Yeah, it's really hard for me.
Is study English easy to you?
Yeah, studying English, I don't have problem. I can stay here the entire
Uh,
day, sitting in front of the computer, studying English, speaking English, I don't have problem. But to go to the gym or doing exercises, It's terrible. Okay. Are you there, Anderson? Maybe not. Let's wait a little. Ah, now you are here. Okay, you froze a little. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. My internet.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying that I don't have problem to study in English, you know. For me, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I love it. And you said that you live in Piauí nowadays. How long have you been living there?
I I live in Piauí for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay.
Yes, I I I, I live in São Raimundo Nonato.
Mm-hmm.
Is the city where is a international parks, national park,
Oh,
Serra
nice.
Serra da Capivara.
Oh, nice. It's interesting. And
Yes,
did you went there?
yes, yes. This is an interesting park. I visited it sometimes with when my parents visit me. I visit the park with them.
Nice. It's interesting. And in your opinion, what's the biggest difference about Piauí and yours when you was born in Goiânia, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Goiânia, but it is Goiânia in Pernambuco.
Ah, in
Pernambuco.
Pernambuco. Okay.
Yes, yes. The main difference is about the weather. Weather.
Mm-hmm. The, the,
Uh,
the tempo, você diz?
yes,
Yeah,
tempo.
weather. It's correct.
Weather. Uh, Here the weather is very hot, very hot. The rain,
Mm-hmm.
chuva,
Yeah.
is small for little weeks during the year. Only 2 months, 2 months, 3 months, 2 months we feel raining.
Oh, so a few rain, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can imagine it because I don't like so much too hot weathers. I live in Guarujá, and when it's summer, I struggle a lot, you know, because I don't like. But okay, I believe that we need to find we know, you know, because it's the weather is not our choice. But if it could, it would be better if we could uh, have the balance, you know, find a balance. Okay, maybe during the day could be hot, during the night could be more fresh, you know, to rest
Okay.
well. But when it's so hot to sleep, it's terrible, you know. Oh, but it's okay. And I forgot to introduce myself, Anderson, because I was just asking question for you. Sorry about that. I am a little curious and I forgot to introduce myself. So I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá, as I said, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. I've been working there since 2017. Um, but I am working this area for almost 15 years, you know, a long time, uh, working as administrative assistant. What else? In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, cooking, and studying English, as I said for you. So basically, that's it about myself. Let's start with the questions, Anderson. Would you like to read and answer, please? The next one. You frozen again.
So.
Yeah, you're frozen again. But I can listen you. Can you listen me?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can listen
Yeah.
you. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay. What was the last important decision you had to make? Uh, well, my last big decision uh, was I I was I currently I work in a private sector in IT area. In 2022, I I called I called to a position in a public sector.
Mhm.
I passed in a concurso. How can I say concurso in English?
I I am not sure, but I think it's kind of extend. Let me chart here. But you can continue. I will put on the chat for you.
Okay, competition.
Competition, okay.
I passed in a competition and I was called.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this this was a difficult decision because the public sector has your advantages,
Mm-hmm.
stability, or else. But I I am during this time I am working in a private sector. I was like my position, my knowledge, my my growth, um, and I did choose the option to continue in private sector because the main advantages is because I work from home
Okay.
and my after my decision two months next my wife needed to move to another stage, PLE stage,
Okay.
and I showed I showed accompanied my wife in the move because I work from the home. That's it. That's it. My big decision. I am was a difficult decision. I am I to define my decision. I I I have the difficulty during some days. I during my I don't good sleep because this, but the decision was done, and that's it.
Yes, but do you regret about your decision or it's okay?
For me, it's okay. It's okay. Lately, I'm I love my job, my career. Sometimes I have some pressure situation, but it's part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can imagine how hard was it for you to make this decision, because probably you had to study a lot for this public service exam. I think we can say like that. You study a lot, you study hard, I believe.
Yes, yes, I study hard. Uh, when I con- when I did conclude my graduation, I start my study
Mhm.
to pass in a public service exam. When I have the opportunity, I have to decide it. But currently, I am good. I am good with my decision. I I will look to others' opportunity. This decision of my mind to others' opportunity, international opportunity, because
Yeah.
this is a important factor to my study English motivation. That's it. That's it.
Yes,
I
great.
I I
Go
I,
ahead.
I study English I stopped my English study in 2018
Hmm.
because my goals is the public service, and in this moment I am I back to study because my goals change.
Yes. So, Anderson, you dedicate a lot of years studying to this public serve exam. How long have you dedicate yourself to studying it, for it? Because you said that you stopped studying English in 2015 to study in a public exam. So, how long you spend studying for the concurso?
Uh, I, 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 s- I studied to the public service exam for 5 years, 6 years, more or
It's a long
less.
time. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But during this period, I need to divide my time with my post-graduation,
Mhm.
with my job. Okay, but during this period, 6 years, 7 years, I am study for the public exam, prepared, realized some exams.
Nice. Yeah, you are really brave because once I tried to study for the public exam, service exam, but I give up. We need to study hard, and I don't have
Yeah,
so much patience for that. And I thought, no, I don't have more age to study, I don't have the same patience. I believe that it's important to have patience.
yeah,
So I give up. If I think I it's better just speaking English, just uh, studying English because it's something that I like. But I how can I say I put so much value for when people do it, because I think it's great when we have this opportunity. And when you pass in the exam, can be really good, the feeling.
yes, yes.
Nice. Okay, Anderson, let's go to the next question. Let me see here. What mindset helps you make better decisions? Oh, it's a good question, in my opinion. I always try thinking about the result, of my decisions. If I need to take a decision and I am a little confused about, of course, I try to be calm, né? It's
Yes,
important,
yes,
but I also try to visualize myself about my choice. If I choose it, if I decide about this, what could be the life? Okay, I try to visualize. And if I choose another, what would be the result and how would be my life, So sometimes it's not easy, because we think that could go wrong, but sometimes it's not the same, sometimes things goes wrong, but okay. I believe that we need to prepare ourselves for it, Put in your mind that it's important to try to uh, make the better decision, even though it's difficult or not. Or if of course, if you make the wrong decision, it's not a problem as well, because I believe that we learn a lot from our mistakes,
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Yes, yes. I shared the similar this similar opinion. I try to visualize myself. Uh, I try to visualize that what decision what decision go go to happy helpless me.
Mhm.
But I try I also try to list the advantages and disadvantages uh, about the decision the both sides. Uh, that's it. I think I think this the advantages, disadvantages, the moment of your life, because I try to to think that I can take a decision, but in the future I will take other decision or back to the other path. The life the life do not ended finalize in this moment. Okay,
Yeah.
inclusive for my decision in this case, I think this in the future, if I went to realize a new exam, if I need to change my job, my area, I try. I will try again.
Yeah,
That's it.
I agree with you. We don't need to be stuck, because you make the decision and because I make this decision, I need to follow this path. No, you are free to do everything that you want, and if you don't like the decision that you made, you can choose another path, I believe that it's important as well to have this
Yeah.
mindset. You don't need to be stuck in this,
Yes, yes. During a period, my mindset, my mindset uh, was, I need to a job, a work, think about my finish.
Mhm.
Okay, it's important. It's important, but the life is dynamic. Is dynamic. Is the moment.
Yeah.
Uh, honestly, we need we need one a security, a security,
Stability as well.
stability. Yes, but but this my mindset changer for others' opportunity, for others' vision about their life.
I totally agree, Anderson. And I was in another immersion that we were talking about generation. And I am 47, and I remember that when I finished the high school, in that time I needed to enter in the college, you know?
Yes,
And I believe that nowadays people like to, I don't know, to change the career because of this, you know. Maybe the decisions made was we are just 18 years old and we needed to choose a profession that we need to follow for the entire life like that, you know. And I believe that nowadays we have this freedom. If you don't want to do it, you know, maybe you choose a job, a profession. If you don't like, if you don't want to follow it anymore, you can change, you know. And we are free for do it nowadays. And it's the best part, in my opinion, because in the past, people, for example, that studied to be a journalist, maybe they think that they need to be a journalist for the rest of their lives, and maybe it happens, you know, happened a lot. But nowadays, no, we have this freedom to choose other paths if you want, you know. As I said, you don't need to be stuck in something that we don't like, or we don't think that I can do it for the rest of my life because I really love it. No, if I don't want to go ahead, you know. We need to move
yes,
on.
yes,
Do you
yes,
agree with it?
yes. I agree. I agree.
Nice. Okay. The question number 3, Anderson. Would you like to read and answer, please?
Okay. What makes a decision feel right to you?
Good one.
Mm, I a decision feel right for me. I think this is a decision. A decision aligned with my goals, my goals, my values, with my my context. Okay. For example, I for example, in the context, my big decision today, I work from home. It's very important for me because I live with my wife. Sometimes, sometimes I went to to my hometown, my parents' house. I stay for 1 week, 2 week with them. And for me, the family is it's important. It's important because this I think this the a decision aligned with my values, my principles, my the the decision that try that sense of peace for me, for my life. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I like it, this word that you said, you know, when you feel peace in your decision, you know, it's like you realize that you made the right decision because sometimes we make some decisions and we regret about, and we start thinking if we had choose other thing, what would be your life if you didn't have made this decision? So when we feel regret or when we feel a lot of doubts, it's really bad, you know?
Yes, yes.
So when we feel peace, as you said, it's okay. You made the right decision. I agree with you. And you said, for example, that you work from home. Uh, have you ever thought about if you had choose your previous job, not your previous job, continuing your public service, uh, your life would be different, right? Because
Yes,
you need to go to the office. Of course, we need to, you will have stability, because I believe that the pro in working in a public service, it's that, stability. But in the other hand, you will not have this freedom that you have nowadays because you work from home and you can just traveling for a week or more for other parts of your or the country, and you continuing working,
yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Have you ever stopped to think about?
Yes, I feel happy, good with this context, because I I expanded my vision, my experience, uh, my experience. I feel happy with this, and and I am a person with have have difficult to make a decision. I had to make a decision is hard for me. But it is a thing. I am working about this. Uh, I try I try to assertive in some situations. I try to write the about before take a decision about something. That's it.
Yeah, but I believe that you made the right decision, Anderson. I think I would do the same, because freedom, it's so values for us, So we need to
Yes,
think about that.
yes,
Of course, money it's important, but uh, if you have a lot of money and you don't have time to enjoy it, to use it, doesn't make sense in my opinion. So I believe
yeah,
that it's important to have the freedom. And you said that it's hard for you to making some decisions. I am like you. I have a problem to make decisions. I overthink a lot about it. And sometimes I ask for people that I trust for some advice. How is it for you? Do you like to ask for advice, or do you like to listen in your wife, for example? How it's this process for you to make a decision? You listening a lot of people or just your wife, and how is it?
yes. I speak with some people. The people, my friend, some friends, for example, with my wife. I my colleague work. I try to speak with them about some situation, about some decision. Uh, but I try to develop my automation,
Mm-hmm.
automation, minha autonomia.
Mm-hmm.
I try to develop minha autonomia to take a decision because it is a difficult skill, a hard skill, a difficult skill for me. That's it. I try to speak with some people, but I try to exercise to develop my skill about take a decision.
Yeah. It's good, and I agree with you because sometimes we are thinking about the decision that we need to make. So we starting listening the others, but sometimes in deep you know what you need to do, you what you want to do, and maybe when you receive a lot of opinions, sometimes you can feel more confused or more indecisive, you know.
Yeah,
So it's good that you said, oh, I need to take my decision. Okay, I can listen one or two people, but I can be my decision, you know, my opinion. So I need to think more about what I want and forget a little about the others. So it's hard, I know that, you know, but I try to do it as well, to be confident, you know, in your choices. I believe that's it, to be
yeah,
confident,
yeah,
you know. It's not easy, but it's necessary.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
Anderson, I think we can answer one more question. Would you like to choose another one? You don't need to follow the sequence. If you think there is a question that is interesting, feel free, okay? It's up to you.
Okay. And the number four, how do you handle fear or uncertainty when make a choice? Okay. Okay. Well, uh, I try to, this is a complementation response about the content. I try to speak with other people about my fear, about my fear. I try to speak with other people to open my mind, to hear others other vision uh, about the decision, about the situation. Uh, and I try to write the context about the decision, helping me to clarify the situation. Sometimes I speak about the situation in my therapy. I make therapy, and I speak in the therapy. I speak about some situation that gives me fear, and that sometimes this situation, uh, the situation was more clarified for me to tranquilize me.
Oh, I believe you handle it very well, Anderson. Nice. And let me ask you a question that I think it's interesting. I don't know about your opinion, but uh, number nine, do you think mistakes are necessary to develop a better decision make skills? What do you think? It's necessary to make mistakes to be better when it comes to make decision?
Uh, yes, I think that mistake is the step of the process to develop a better decision make. But it is interesting to reduce the mistakes, the possibility of mistakes. But this is the process. The process during this process, the mistakes are normal, are necessary in some case.
Yeah. I agree that we learn from them. We learn a lot from our mistakes. And I believe that it's depending on the way that you see your mistake, because
Yes.
sometimes people don't allow yourself to make mistakes. People put so much hard themselves, I can't make mistakes. I need to be strong. And come on, life is made from our mistakes. I believe that we became the person that we are nowadays because we learn from our mistakes. Through the life we do a lot mistakes. So when you start allowing yourself and understand that mistakes is part of the process, as you said, part of your life, I believe we can deal better with this feeling, because it's not good. For example, I remember when I started participating here on Talk and Talk, I was afraid because I was afraid to make mistakes,
Yes.
the fear of judgment. Oh, this girl is speaking very bad. What this girl is doing here? She has a very bad English. These thoughts that we have about. Uh, I believe that it's the same, when we start doing a lot of things and we gain confidence. This is just a point. I allow myself to make mistakes. I am here making a lot of mistakes, but I am trying to communicate myself. And it's good when you forget about the others and think about your goals, because I have a goal. I am exposing myself here every day on YouTube, for example, speaking English because I know what I want to achieve.
Yes,
But for
yes.
for some people it's difficult to do it. So I believe that depending on your mindset, when you learn that okay, it's the life, you will make a lot of mistakes, and it's not a problem. Just follow your path and go on. What do you think?
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. I agree with you. I agree. That depends on the situation. But I agree that it is the part of the process in the English learning. eh, the mistake is the part.
Mhm,
Uh, I have a coworker that he is fluent in English, and I speak with him about the English learning,
mhm,
and he called me that about the mistakes. He speak to learning English to have a disposal to mistake to expose. It is important. But I did remember a situation with other coworker that he he take the decision to realize one activity, but during the activity, the result was wrong, or was bad for the company. This situation remember the need to have cautelosi, how can I say, cautela, mais
Oh my
cautela.
gosh, I think let me see here. Yeah,
Ser
when
cauteloso em algumas
Mhm.
situações.
Deixa eu ver aqui. I think careless. Let me see. Oh, my internet is not working.
Cauteloso. Cautious.
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 Okay, okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
be,
it's
more, be more cautious in our decision. In our decision. But the mistake uh, was part of
yeah.
the process.
Yeah, sometimes when it not involve just us, not affect just our
Yes.
lives, we need to be more cautious, as you said. I agree with you, Anderson. Okay, Anderson. I believe that was a great conversation. Let me know if you like it, if you dislike it. How is it for you?
I like it. I like it. In the started of the, I have fear
Why?
because
Because it's like a private
oh,
class? Or?
yes, one. This is my first immersion
Mhm.
with only
The
one
host.
person. Yeah, one the host. But I like it. I like it.
Yeah, you did great, Anderson. You did great. Don't be afraid of it because I believe that it's a great opportunity as well. You have more time to speak,
Yes.
and but I feel you because when I did my first immersion just with one talker as a host, I thought, oh my gosh, I wanna run. I wanna run. I
Very
know what
good.
you are feeling, but you did great, Anderson. Congratulations. Okay, that's
Okay,
it.
André.
Thanks so much for coming. I hope you have liked it, as I said, and have a great rest of the week. Okay, see you around. Bye bye.